Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Watch it, here we go, D. Hey, check it. 22.
Brady now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Alert! 54, right there. Hey, Charlie! Alert!
Throwing again on second down. Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you've got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
But things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
No, 66. Hey, Alabama. Hey, Joseph. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball. 72. Hey, ball 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Bravo.
45. Mike, 45.
Look at me. Zipper.
TV, come on. 45.
Get it.
Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
You ain't going nowhere.
This is Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run.
Ozzie. Hey, Haywood. You go there then.
Throwing now is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. 72.
Throwing again. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round. A disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double time. Double time. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
45 to Mike. Check pass, check pass.
Now it's Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
That's it, baby.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, watch it.
Go out.
Draw play. This is Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike. 50. Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Sugar! Smooth!
I got one. Mike 55. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Brady going to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Brady now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Jones pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got 3. We got 1.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on second and 8. Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Check this guy. Alert.
Hey, Alpha.
59. Hey, let's get that ball. Wait,
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scott Miller with his first career NFL touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Mexican score, Buccaneers 14, Titans nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 44, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Go.
Mike's 54, Mike's 54.
Get it.
Now it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Jones has it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Third down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
I don't think you got it, son. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Go.
Let's get the ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Brady, 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
Hey, Orville.
Eat. Hey, QB's tracks. Let's go. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Jacket, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Deep 6. Here
we go. Let's bring it.
On 3rd and 2. Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And Walker has it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Hey, turn it up. Kill.
Now, from the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Brady's throw there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait, 20!
Stop your whining.
Go Bandit!
To throw again, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 52. Shadow. Hey, high 7.
To throw is Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 9, check 9.
To throw is Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Charlie.
45's the mic. God, now, ready? 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Ready?
Hey, check Mike. Hey.
45. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Kill.
Check 50. Check 50. Ready?
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Look, squeeze.
Check.
Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 buzz. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Regular. Check it.
From the 31, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Henry running right.
On the ready.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45. Mike, 45. On the ball.
Hey, Echo.
45, Mike, 45.
Say go.
Now on 2nd and 16, Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for number 41.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tannehill. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 5-4.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They snap it to Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 45. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On the counter, here's Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, go 66.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Buccaneers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.